Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking on a thought experiment that honestly sounds like pure science fiction, but it's actually rooted in real, awe-inspiring, and frankly, terrifying physics. We're going to explore a deadly pause. Imagine a sudden, complete halt to everything we know. Today, we're unpacking the sheer, terrifying physics of a 5-second planetary brake check and looking at the invisible forces holding our entire reality together.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Right now, as you're sitting there watching this, you probably feel like you're perfectly still, but what if, just what if, the Earth stopped spinning for exactly 5 seconds? I mean, just 5 ticks of a clock. It sounds like a blink of an eye, right? A tiny little planetary hiccup. But in the realm of physics, sudden stops are literally the ultimate enemy. Think of it like the worst possible cosmic traffic accident. Take a moment to just pause and let that immense scale sink in. We are talking about the entire globe hitting an invisible brick wall for just 5 seconds. What would actually happen?
Section 1. The physics of 1,670 kilometers per hour.
So 1,670, that is our planetary baseline. Right now, if you're at the equator, the Earth beneath you is rotating at the absolutely mind-bending speed of roughly 1,670 kilometers per hour. We are all essentially riding a giant, silent, spinning amusement park ride through the cosmos. But here's the really fascinating part. You don't feel it. And that's because everything around you, the atmosphere, the oceans, your house, your own body, is moving at that exact same constant speed. It's all tied to the conservation of angular momentum, which is basically a leftover spin from the very formation of our solar system billions of years ago. Now, the closer you are to the equator, the faster you're spinning to complete one full rotation every 24 hours. If you're near the poles, you're moving a bit slower. But at the equator, you are moving at maximum velocity. That speed is just this constant, steady hum in the background of our existence.
Which brings us to Section 2, inertia, or unstoppable forward momentum.
Let's break down this concept, because it is absolutely crucial. It's the fundamental physics principle of our entire thought experiment. Sir Isaac Newton's first law of motion tells us that an object in motion stays in motion with the same speed and in the same direction unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. This, my friends, is inertia. It's the physical reality where objects keep moving forward at their old speed, even if the world beneath them suddenly stops. Think about it like this. When you're in a fast-moving car that suddenly slams on the brakes, your body violently jerks forward, right? You inherently want to keep moving at the speed the car was just traveling. Now, scale that up to a planetary level. The Earth's crust might hit the cosmic brakes, but you, your house, and the air around you, they are not glued to the bedrock. Because there is no massive planetary seatbelt strapping everything to the surface, all that accumulated kinetic energy simply has to go somewhere.
And that sets up a truly horrific contrast, a suddenly stationary Earth versus violently moving objects. Imagine the intense sensory shock of this reality. The solid ground beneath your feet, the actual bedrock of the planet, freezes perfectly still in space, but everything else violently retains that 1670 kilometers per hour momentum. You don't just stop with the ground. Going from 1,670 kilometers per hour to zero in an instant means you experience extreme lethal G-forces. Because of planetary inertia, you instantly become a supersonic projectile tearing parallel to the ground.
Section 3. The catastrophic 5 seconds. When those 5 seconds officially start, physics just takes over without any mercy whatsoever, and the chaos is absolutely instantaneous. Consider everyday things: humans, cars, trees, ocean water. Every single one of these things would be instantly launched forward at their old speed. And we aren't just talking about loose objects here. Think about the structural integrity of a massive, ancient tree's root system, or the steel-reinforced concrete foundation of a skyscraper. Mathematically speaking, these structures are absolutely no match for a sudden lateral force of over 1,000 kilometers an hour. The immense kinetic energy of the Earth's sudden stop would literally shatter the bedrock holding them. Imagine those ancient trees being ripped completely from the ground. Imagine cars tumbling through the air like discarded plastic toys, and entire city blocks sheared right off their bases, becoming this sudden, unstoppable tidal wave of solid matter moving at supersonic speeds.
And this immense inertial energy unleashes destruction everywhere, manifesting as unimaginably high winds and massive waves. Because air and water are fluids, their inertia acts as a unified, sweeping force. The atmosphere doesn't just keep blowing, it becomes a supersonic scouring pad, instantly leveling anything that somehow survived the initial physical jolt. I mean, air moving at over 1,000 kilometers an hour would create tearing, apocalyptic winds that would scour the landscape completely bare. And the oceans? Carrying all that massive inertial energy and completely uncontained by the suddenly stationary coastlines, the water just surges forward. This would generate gargantuan tsunamis extending kilometers inland, washing over entire continents. Complete and utter destruction unfolds everywhere across the globe in just those 5 agonizingly long seconds.
Section 4. Why constant rotation actually matters.
So, what does this all mean? Well, continuous rotation is absolutely essential for life. That terrifying, massive potential for sheer destruction we just mapped out perfectly illustrates why the Earth simply must keep spinning. The very physics of planetary inertia show us that our survival balances entirely on the constant, unwavering motion of our home planet. Everything on Earth has adapted to this continuous spin. If it pauses, even for a moment, inertia basically guarantees our end. It is a stark, incredible reminder of the immense, invisible kinetic energy that we carry with us every single second of every single day, completely unnoticed.
So, ready for more surprising and mind-bending science facts? I really hope this explainer left you completely fascinated by the terrifying, invisible rules of planetary physics. If you loved unpacking this wild scenario and exploring the science behind it, make sure to stick around and follow for more fun science explainers. But before you go, I want to leave you with one final, slightly unnerving thought to ponder today. If just 5 seconds of the Earth standing still can tear the entire world apart, what other invisible, silent forces of physics are keeping you safe and alive right at this very second?